Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense will get the first swing of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. The give to the lone running back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's first and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score it. And they showed you that physicality there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Immediately fires to the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
We'll keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Dobbs. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
He is smashing people. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Dances away. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Heaves it deep. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He looks that one in nicely. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And he's got it at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackled, but he has a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And now it's second down for this offense. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. On the move, it's Dobbs. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's up to 86 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And the Rebels will have it first and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Hold it.
Holding penalty. Drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Fights off a defender. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now improvising. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets it out quickly. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Still looking on the move. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On the run, it's Harper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Hands it off. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th.
Loss of 1.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Bulls his way forward.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Rebels are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's just steamrolling his way through. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
3:25.
Here's the handoff. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns with him. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.